And in an exclusive conversation with the Times Network on the WhatsApp snooping scandal, former Home Secretary in the UPA2, GK Pillai said surveillance was nothing new. He even said that before Pegasus even existed, governments have used other software for surveillance. Let's listen in.
You have been quoted saying that this is not the first time that Pegasus as the spyware has been used in India. This has happened before as well.
Yeah.
So can you elaborate on this? How is this possible? Because the government is denying that they have nothing.
It cannot be done by government. It can be done by outside agencies.
Okay. Can an individual own something like this? Can an individual is capable of?
Individual is capable of buying the software, using it for the purpose that they want,
All right.
or asking somebody to do it. So that is something which is, it's not something it's new now. It's been there for last 10 years or so,
Okay.
If you look at Snowden's book, if you read, and if all his, it's the software is available. It's been available, and people have been using it left, right, and center. I don't know. I mean,
But
nobody's phone is. You should presume everything in your phone has been hacked.
yeah.
Yeah, everybody's phone. So almost there's nobody whose phone has not been hacked.
Okay. But NSO claims that they deal with the government agencies, they deal with government mostly.
Yeah, this is something, officially they can only deal with them, but I'm sure that privately they may be dealing with other things and for which there will be no records.
Okay. Sir, you, during your tenure as the Home Secretary, has this Pegasus as a spyware, has this been used by the government?
No, this Pegasus case is much later. I retired in 2011.
Okay.
This is a software developed later.
All right.
So we had no dealings at that time, but we knew if you go to the dark web itself, you won't get Pegasus, but you'll get any other number of softwares which is available for at a price. If you can tell anybody, please hack into somebody's phone and tell me, and it's done. You just have to pay the money.
Okay. So you are saying that both at the state level and also at the center level, not maybe Pegasus, but there have been other software that has been used for surveillance.
Yeah, it is being used by government, it's been used by businesses, and I'm sure that some other private individuals may also use it who, you want to spy on a commercial rival or somebody, or you are worried about, it's been used.
Okay. So when the government denies that they don't have anything to do with this, when they say that, so it's quite possible that it could be some other organization or corporates that must be using this. It doesn't specifically has to be the government.
It doesn't have to be the government. Yeah.
Okay. All right. One last question, sir. You were a Home Secretary during the UPA2. Has there been any sort of software that were used for surveillance during that time?
Software has always been used for surveillance. I mean, it's nothing new. You remember, the old, very famous case of the NTRO, where Digvijay Singh's call was. You see, when we are doing a surveillance outside the one of the Pak embassy, and he was passing through Shantipad. So when you are doing the surveillance, his call also came in.
Oh,
you remember, I don't think, I'm sure you remember that case.
Yes, this incident, yes.
Yeah, so agencies have always been doing surveillance. So there's nothing new about it. All over the world, everybody does it.
Oh.
We are all just worried about, it's a nice thing to talk about privacy and so on. But really, there is no privacy.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Right. Let me also quickly bring in my colleague Sharon, who actually had a word with the former Home Secretary. Sharon, this definitely is going to cause a bit of a storm. Let's remember, GK Pillai was the former Home Secretary in the UPA2 over there. He's rightly making these comments that surveillance is not something that is uncommon. It's existed for years, and countries all over the world, are guilty of it. And more importantly, he added that he was aware of NSO, of the operations that were taking place in India.
Well, that is right. He has mentioned how NSO has been contacted by the government earlier as well to do surveillance. But he mentioned how Pegasus, the particular spyware which is in question right now in this particular controversy, he says that Pegasus came much later, but during his tenure, during the UPA2 as well, there were softwares that were used for surveillance on certain individuals. And he also mentions how this is not some odd cases. This is a global thing that has been happening. This is very common that the government uses such software to actually keep tab on individuals. And also he says that if in this case, if the government is denying that they have nothing to do with the surveillance, then that could also be believable, because it is not necessary that the NSO has to give their spyware to just the government, though officially they say that they do deal with government, but at the same time, off the record illegally as well, they do deal with individuals and also corporates and organizations. So he is saying that there could be, if not government, there could be other organizations who also could be keeping a tab on these individuals in question.
Right, Sharon, thank you so much for bringing us those updates and that conversation with G.K. Pillai. Let's remember, who was the former Home Secretary in the UPA2 government from 2009 to 2011.